Azerbaijan television with the most important events of the day. President Ilham Aliyev received letters of congratulations from President of Russia Federation Vladimir Putin, President of the Republic of Tajikistan Emomali Rahmon, Prime Minister of Russian Federation Dmitry Medvedev, Prime Minister of Georgia Irakli Garibashvili, and Chairman of the Presidency of Bosnia and Herzegovina Mladen Vanic. On the occasion of his birthday, heads of state and governments extended their best wishes to President Ilham Aliyev, wished him success in his supreme state duty, robust health, happiness, and many happy returns of the day. On December 23rd, the National Olympic Committee held an event on the outcomes of 2015 and to award athletes and sports specialists. President of Azerbaijan, Chairman of the National Olympic Committee Ilham Aliyev, and his spouse Mehriban Aliyeva attended the ceremony.
Azerbaycan Respublikası'nın prezidenti Zaterleri Cenab İlham Aliyev.
Addressing the event, President Ilham Aliyev said meetings with athletes had already become a tradition. More achievements had been made in sport. Our athletes performed successfully at the international competitions. President said Azerbaijani athletes won 823 medals at the international competitions in 2015, with 321 of them being gold. This shows that sport is developing successfully in Azerbaijan. Our youth achieved best results at the World and European Championships, said the head of state, adding that well-thought-out sport policy pursued in the country allowed achieving more in the future. Noting that there was high state care for athletes, President Ilham Aliyev said measures were taken to solve their social problems. The process would be further continued. President Ilham Aliyev said Azerbaijan was known as a sports country in the world. This fact had been confirmed by the heads of international sport organizations. President Ilham Aliyev said new sport bases had been created in the country. The training process and activity of federations had been arranged well. Mentioned that there were 401 Olympic sport complexes. 10 Olympic sport complexes were under construction in Azerbaijan. The head of state said strong sport infrastructure had been established in the capital and spoke about the first ever European Games. These were unforgettable days, and Azerbaijan showed the world its capability. It showed that within 24 years of independence, we could reach these heights. Of course, successful performance of our athletes especially makes us glad, said President Ilham Aliyev, adding that the Azerbaijani team had taken the second place among 50 Olympic teams. The Russian team was the first. Mentioning that Azerbaijan won 56 medals, with 21 of them being gold, President Ilham Aliyev said it was a triumph of Azerbaijani sport. The head of state once more welcomed the athletes, persons who played a role in those victories, and expressed his gratitude to them. President Ilham Aliyev said Baku would host Formula One World Chess Olympiad next year, underlined that in 2017 our country would host Islamic Solidarity Games. Development of sport shows the general development of every country, said President Ilham Aliyev, and stated that it also had an impact on the number of medals. Speaking about the outcomes of 2015, the head of state said our country was developing despite the political and economic tension in the world, but the fall of oil prices have had an impact on the incomes of Azerbaijan, budget expenditures, and national currency rate. Fall of our oil revenues, of course, has had a negative impact on our national currency. The main reason why manat rate has changed is that oil price has dropped by 3 times. Change of the rate of manat was inevitable. Throughout the year, we tried to prevent it to the uttermost. We waited for the oil prices to become stable. When it was $50, we calmed ourselves down that there would be no need for devaluation. But now oil prices have dropped to $36. The U.S. recent decision on dollar has also led to the fall of oil price. There are other geopolitical factors. I think sharp fall of oil prices has no natural economic grounds. Of course, there is some recession in the global economy. Growth rates have fallen, but not to the extent to reduce the oil prices by 3 times. I believe that this is a thought-out policy, said President Ilham Aliyev, stressing that the goal of that policy was no secret. Saying that Azerbaijan was suffering from this situation, President Ilham Aliyev added that efforts would be made to minimize the consequences of the situation. The head of state said the government had been given tasks to ensure macroeconomic stability, keep inflation at minimum level, keep stable the prices of the food products and construction materials produced in the country, and fuel. We will try to minimize the negative consequences of this inevitable decision, said President Ilham Aliyev, underlining those punitive measures would be taken against price gouging and profiteering. Noting that serious decisions had been passed to improve business environment in the country and regarding licenses, the head of state said more serious reforms will be carried out in the economic and financial sector. Fight would be carried out against monopoly. Transparency would be ensured in the customs and tax system to the utmost. Though processes in the region are going in the negative direction, we are reducing geopolitical and military risks, said the head of state, and added that the major goals were to ensure welfare of the people and positive direction of political and economic processes in the country. President Ilham Aliyev wished new victories to the athletes in 2016, especially during the next Summer Olympic Games. Then, awards were handed to the athletes and sports specialists who gained great achievements in 2015. Under the executive order of the head of state, a group of persons were conferred the title of Honored Physical Training and Sports Figure for their merits in the development of physical training and sports. Kamal Keberlinsky was granted individual stipend of the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan for his merits in the development of sport in the country. Honorary diplomas of the President of the National Olympic Committee were handed to a group of athletes for their contributions to the development of non-Olympic sports. Ownership documents of flats were also handed to the athletes and sports specialists who gained great achievements in 2015. Member of the Executive Committee of the National Olympic Committee, founder and head of Miniature Books Museum, honored art figure Zarifa Salahova handed keepsakes to Azerbaijan's First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva and President Ilham Aliyev and wished success to the head of state.
Within the framework of visit to Azerbaijan, President of Afghanistan Mohammad Ashraf Ghani visited Heydar Aliyev Center.
President of Afghanistan Mohammad Ashraf Ghani was informed about the museum where the memory of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev was perpetuated. It was outlined that Azerbaijan's history and various phases of the life and activity of the great leader Heydar Aliyev were reflected in the museum. The gathered information is presented to the visitors in an interactive form. In the museum, consisting of 3 floors, timeline of Heydar Aliyev, interesting facts about nationwide leader are delivered via photos and videos. Various aspects of the activity concept of the nationwide leader, both in the Soviet period and independence years, are displayed in the museum. Exhibitions on a number of themes are also featured in the center. Viewing the exhibition, the Post of Azerbaijan, President of Afghanistan Mohammad Ashraf Ghani informed that the exhibition, reflecting the history and culture of Azerbaijan, features natural resources, centuries-long history and cultural heritage of the country. The President of Afghanistan also viewed Mini Azerbaijan exhibition. It was outlined that the project is vital in terms of promoting the historic architectural monuments of Baku and regions. Mohammad Ashraf Ghani also visited the auditorium part of the center, which is used for local and international events. The guest wrote his heartfelt words in the guestbook of the center.
Official visit of President of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan Mohammad Ashraf Ghani to Azerbaijan ended.
A guard of honor was lined up in honor of the distinguished guests at the Heydar Aliyev International Airport, decorated with the flags of both countries. President of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan Mohammad Ashraf Ghani was seen off by the First Deputy Prime Minister Yaqub Ayyubov and other officials at the airport.
Today, Azerbaijan has a special place in the international arena and is highly appreciated by the world community. These words are reflected in the articles titled Ilham Aliyev, "We are proud of our cultural and historical heritage," published on Pakistan's Central Line magazine and diplomatic news agency Information Agency.
Pakistan's Central Line magazine and diplomatic news agency Information Agency published an article by the famous journalist, expert on NATO and Caucasus, Mubashir Ahmad Bati, entitled Ilham Aliyev, "We are proud of our cultural and historical heritage." The article is about the first European Games held in Azerbaijan in June of 2015. It was noted that 6,000 athletes attended these prestigious competitions. It was brought to the attention that all the initiatives in the country are directed to strengthening of regional cooperation. It was also stressed that fully ensuring its energy security, Azerbaijan today carries out large-scale projects in order to provide Europe with energy. The article also notes that President Ilham Aliyev pays attention to the development of social and humanitarian fields and further states that poverty and unemployment will reduce up to 5%. The article shows that growing influence of Azerbaijan in the world paved the way for hosting the first European Games held in June of 2015, organization of the European Grand Prix on Formula One next year, the Islamic Solidarity Games in 2017, and some of the matches of UEFA Euro 2020.
The 69th meeting of the CIS Council of Ministers of Defense took place in Moscow. During the meeting, the results of implementation of Military Cooperation Concept 2015 were discussed. 2016 cooperation plan in military sphere between Russia and Azerbaijan was signed.
During the 69th meeting of the CIS Council of Ministers of Defense, more than 20 issues on the military cooperation between the member states' defense ministries were reviewed. Decisions regarding the development of integrated air defense system, communication systems, expansion of cooperation in the mining field, education of military personnel, joint events on operation, combat readiness and military sports field were made. In addition, a joint action plan was agreed. During the meeting of Azerbaijan's Defense Minister Zakir Asanov and Russia's Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu, the sides exchanged views on the regional security, military cooperation and development prospects. 2016 cooperation plan in military field was signed between the two countries.
That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.